Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. We're going to play around with the Berry Delightful DSP again and Berry Blessing stamp set. Let me show you what that looks like. Here they are. And the best part about it was that I got this as a bundle for free. Yay! Gotta love free. Beautiful pattern paper with berries on one side and kind of a pattern on the other. And look at all the cardstock colors that coordinate with this. This Berry Blessings stamp set has some neat little berries that you can make raspberries or blackberries, blueberries. And I also showed you this week how you can make polka dots using this stamp as well. So, and yes, this little, I'm getting the sign here. I'm lagging behind, so hopefully that will help us. Whoop. There we go. And we were chatting about this one. We thought that could be a palm tree. And what I see is a daisy upside down. One of those, is it echinacea? You know those, they're all different colors, but no, what are they called? Darn. It'll come to me when I don't need to know. Anyways. It kind of looked like another flower, so it's kind of all multi-purpose, this stamp set. And it's wishing you the very best and bountiful blessings. You could always go wishing you blessings. You always have a way of making my day. And I think that's a wonderful stamp. I think it would go just wonderfully for a friend stamp. But anyways, good morning, everyone. Hello, my goodness, you all popped on quick there. Great to see you all. Wow. Happy Friday, everyone. Yay, we made it through the week. We could do this. Well, today's card is going to be a fun fold. It's a pocket fold card. A pocket fold card. I'm pretty sure I said that. Pocket card, fun fold pocket card. It's got a pocket and it's kind of a fun fold. And so it's kind of neat. It's super simple. So I know you're gonna like this card as much as I do, because sometimes fun folds kind of go freak me out a little. But this one we can do. We're gonna stick with the normal. Let me get rid of this. The normal card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and then we're gonna do some scoring. So we're gonna score at if you stick this in your trimmer. The first one's going to be at 2.5, and the next one's going to be at 6.5. And if you forget these measurements, not a problem. It's going to be on my blog later on today, theartsyfartsygallery.com. So all the measurements will be on there, so you can recreate. You can check out more pictures of this card that I make, and you can also get all the products that I use to make this card. So no worries. Then we're going to get ourselves a piece of DSP, and of course I'm using this beautiful colored designer series paper that I got for free. This one's measuring 2.25 by 5.25, and then I'm going to get a little piece of DSP that goes here, which is measuring 1.75 by 5.25. And then our little pocket insert, if you will, is I'm just using a Whisper White, basic white is what it's called now, and it is measuring 4.5 by 3.25. And then we're just going to add some little embellishments and thingies on there to make our card front, if you will, kind of neat and exciting. All right, so first off, what I'm going to do is let's decorate our little pocket card that's going to go on the inside of our card. It's kind of like the insert, if you will. And I was playing around this morning, and you know, the blueberries, every shape in this stamp set has an outline shape as well as like a fill-in shape. And these fill-in shapes are distinctive stamps. So even if you stamp just the fill-in stamp, it has enough detail in it that you can just use it on your own. You like that it's free too? Yeah, I love free. So I'm not even going to use the outline stamp, and I'll show you what I mean, that it has these amazing qualities that make it distinctive, if you will. So I'm going to use some granny apple green and garden green to make some leaves. I'm using this kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, a hanging stamp maybe. So just a little one there. Maybe I'll do one more granny apple green. I don't know. I want to leave enough room for writing. Maybe one like that. And then I'm going to use my Simply Chamois. We should have a Simply Chamois contest to see whose is the darkest. But the crazy thing about it, even though it's like black like this, it comes a nice purple, like this corner right here. But you wipe off your stamps and honestly, see, it took it off. Isn't that crazy? You would think that, oh, it's going to put black on my stamp. Nope, it's all gone. Okay, garden green. Let's add a little hit of that. We can overlap, that's okay. There's one. And maybe I'll just put in a little leaf right there. Okay, just something a little bit simple. Okay, let me use my Simply Chamois here just to get that ink off of there so I don't get it in my arm. And then for the berries, I want to use Pacific Point and Night of Navy. Has anyone made a pocket fold card like this before? All right, so these berries somehow line up with the leaf, which is kind of cool. So if you need a simple stamping idea, look at that. It connects perfectly. Isn't that great? So if you need a simple stamping idea that just uses paper and ink, this is the one for you. But can you see how much detail is in the blueberries and the leaves without even using that outline stamp? It's more watercolory if you don't use, oops, whoops. I was going to use Pacific Point for the other ones. It's very watercolor looking. So Pacific Point for these other ones here. And being photopolymer helps us line this up really well to attach it to the stem. Now, should we stamp off one? Yeah, let's try stamping one off and see what it looks like. Can I go a different way? All sorts of variations of blues. Look at that. Easy peasy. So if you were to just stick this on a card base, throw on a sentiment right there, boom, you've got a card. Isn't that great? So wipe this off. All right, so that's going to be for our little card pocket insert. Let's see. I pre-cut out. This is going to be for our card front, if you will. And so I want to decorate it before I get rolling too much farther. Actually, what I want to do is, Amy had a great idea. Oh, I thought you were going to, yesterday, I thought you were going to white emboss onto the paper. And I didn't do that. So I want to do that on today's card, just because I think it'll look really pretty. So I'm using the Pacific Point cardstock. I'm using Versamark ink, which is a really, really sticky ink, but as you can see, it's very, very light. It does make a great effect if you want to do tone on tone kind of idea. Okay, that's not focusing. Anyways, but it's a very sticky ink that you can also use your embossing powders with. So if you've never seen embossing, this is how it works. You use the Versamark ink, you pour on your embossing powder. This is my white embossing powder. And then just give it a little bit of a tap off there. Just going to go over it one more time. Tap it off. Make sure that all of the little bits are off that you don't want. Otherwise, they're staying there for good. They're moving in. All right, and now I've got my heat tool, my Stampin' Up! Heat tool here, which is going to set this so it actually melts it. Makes a little noise, but it's worth the wait. So I don't know if you could see how it was melting there, but that's how it sticks, makes it stick on there. So let's just maybe there. I'm going to cut this out as a rectangle. I think right there. Okay, because I want to add that too. I might fussy cut it. We'll see. We'll see. I've done a lot of fussy cutting. Isn't that the cutest saying? Yes. Wishing you the very best. All right, so I pre-stamped and cut out some of these little leaves, which we'll kind of play around with and see where we want them. I'm going to use some liquid glue just because it's a little bit simpler to get in those little cracks and crevices, if I can get it to work. Not going to cooperate. I kind of left it out without the lid on, so I may have to get out kind of my take your pick tool and give it a little bit of a little poke there. Come on. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, I'm going to get a little piece of paper and give it a little bit of wipe. A little scrap. I don't really want that much glue on my leaf. This, by the way, these labels are from Stitch So Sweetly, one of my favorites for sure. I don't want the whole entire leaf, so let's just cut it apart and make it our own. Let's do another one down there. Let's do this one. This way. Like so. All right. I'll twist it to kind of go. Okay, and then I did the same with those blueberries. I did them in Pacific Point and Night of Navy to give some different colors. So I think I'm going to use some Night of Navy, since that saying is going to be in Pacific Point. I suppose I could tuck this underneath. I'm gonna like it up to it. So how is everyone doing today on Friday? Ready for the weekend? I know this weekend is going to be probably tax weekend. I have to fill out, I've been working every day doing a little bit of the business taxes, but still not quite done. We still have to get the house ones done. Let's tuck this under here. If I can. There. Different colors of berries. And then I think we're going to put it on here. I'm not sure I like this. Let's cut it off. I think I'm going to leave those two. Let's leave it. Lazy. I haven't even got dressed yet. Love it. You're living my dream, woman. Just lay around in pajamas all day. I've done that once in my life. It was not that long ago when I just had zero energy. I could not get up. I slept for most of the day. Good old fibromyalgia. Can you sense my feelings of fibro? Oh well. So I'm going to pop this layer up onto my other label, which came from Stitched So Sweetly, and that is in Garden Green. Like so. I love how it just fits together so perfectly. So pretty. And then I'm going to wait to add this because I want to see how I want to kind of put it onto the card, how it looks on the card. Okay, so let's get back to that card base. And once again, if you missed the measurements, no worries. It'll be on my blog later on today. So I'm folding up the piece of cardstock here. And now you can sort of see how the pocket's going to work here. So now my biggest decision is, am I going to put that one there and that one there, or are we going to flip them around and go this away? Or we can go, ooh, no, I think I want the pocket, yes. Decisions. And see what's going to happen is this is just going to sit, oh, we could do it in the middle, like so. So, let's have another look. Works out handy when they're both, I think I like it the opposite way. Works out handy when the paper is the same. You just have to do a little twist. Okay, so I decided I was going to put the blueberries up top. I like how that just fits nicely in there, and that is going to go on the bottom. I think I'm going to make a bunch of these for my team members. Don't tell them if they're on here. I make a card for my team members every month, so if you get your starter kit, you're going to get a card in the mail from me every single month. And I'm just going to use the liquid glue here to shut this, maybe. Come on. To close this kind of pocket here. As you can see, I'm just using a tiny bit. You could use your tear and tape for this as well. I'm just kind of too lazy to go and get it. So we'll just press on that for a minute. I know that the liquid glue would help keep it nice and stuck. Okay, so then, and then this is going to go in here like a little pocket. So you can either write on this card. You can also throw in a gift card, so it works good for that as well. I think I would have made this a little bit longer if I did it again. Just using the measurements that Jackie I don't know how to say it. Bullhouse? Bullhouse? Can't see her last name. Oh, I know. I have an idea. What about... Let's see. What if we were to add a little pull tab, like so. My stapler. Let's just use my stapler. This is the denim ribbon, by the way. Love it. One of my favorites. Kind of goes with so many things. Maybe this is going to work. Here, I know an idea. First, to get that to sit flat so I can staple it, let's use a glue dot. Put this down. And then I'll put a glue dot on the back. Like so. Alright, now it's going to lay flat so I can put little staple in it. We'll make a little X. Always think that's good. Or a V. There. Just to add a little touch, hey? And that'll just show that you're supposed to, pull that out. And there's a little bit of writing on there. But yeah, I think I would have gone a little bit higher with that. Live and learn. Okay, next we're going to add our kind of main part of the card, like so. I'm wondering if I should move it over. I kind of want to fussy cut this. I'm in the fussy cutting mood. Let's just do that. Okay, because I don't want so much blue, but serious. You just kind of bubble cut around the letters. And then I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. Anybody watching anything great on Netflix? We just started watching New Amsterdam yesterday. We just finished The Sinner. I don't know, it's okay. It's not my thing. But yeah, I like that better. Then it doesn't take over all of those cool berries. Let's add on some of these dimensionals here. I'm just cutting strips from the side of an old piece. I think we'll be okay if the dimensionals aren't right to the ends. I'm never in the fussy cutting mood. Well, there is that, yes. There, I like that. Just a little something. Okay, I'm going to lay this where I kind of want it. And then I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool and kind of give myself a guide to where I need to put the glue. Because if I put the glue on the whole entire back of this, of course, we're going to shut our card and then no one's going to be reading anything. So now I know I can see these little pokes that don't put glue past that point. Let me make sure I'm on the, yes. Come on. All right, I'm laying this back down, kind of where I poked there. Cute. No glue, fabulous. There we go. Now we should add some bling. Ooh. There are these. What were they? Oh, are they from the Christmas catalog? Can't remember. I think so. Anyways, those would look cute. Those blue ones. Champagne rhinestones, the gilded gems. I don't know, I have a fascination for these, what are they called, metallic pearls lately. If we put 2 of these guys on the edge, that might just finish it nicely. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go medium. So not the biggest ones, not the smallest, just in between. Put one there, and put one there. They kind of look like little buttons holding that label down. So there we go. We've got a cute little card here. The little flap. It has this little pull-out thing that you can use as to write your card on, or to write your message on, as well as if you have a gift card to throw in there, or don't have a gift card to throw in there. It just fits in there perfectly. There we go. Cute. All right, everybody. So I hope you like this card, and if this stamp set and whatnot interests you, of course, I would love to get you this paper and stamp set for free, but it only lasts until Sunday. So we have to work fast here. So let me know if that interests you. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could share this video with your friends, and also head on over to YouTube, my YouTube channel, the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and if you want to make sure you don't miss any of the videos, then click that little bell beside the subscribe button, and it will notify you when I post a video on there. Like I said earlier, all these products are available for purchase through me, and so you can shop at my online store there, jenhouston.stampinup.net. And if your order's under $200, I'd love it if you could use that big long gobbledygook of letters and numbers. That helps me to send all my customers a little surprise in the mail. All right, the measurements, the colors, the products that I use will all be on my blog later on today. So if you want to check that out, that's always good too. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend. If anybody has any thoughts as to what I should play around with next week, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Okay, have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk to you again.